tomorrow. All right, here's our head coach downstairs.
Interview.
Obviously kind of a frustrating first 40 minutes again for you, but you had the buck 27, a 5-on-3 going in the third. What was the approach at second intermission? And
we got together with the power play just to run a couple things, and felt if we could get a goal there, we'd be in good shape for the third period. But I certainly stressed going into the period that let's get our chances on the power play, because you don't want it to kill the momentum and go the other way. So I thought the power play for most of the night had some really good looks, and it was real nice to get that one for sure.
2-2 game. Cam is in pretty deep to get the game winner. Had you given a green light to really activate?
Well, we've talked to the defense, over the last few weeks to, we want to disrupt the D-zone coverage as much as we can, and the D have got the green light to activate, and as long as we've got a forward to replace, we can do that. And we're doing everything possible to create offense from video to in practice, and doing some different things and talking to the guys. And I think that's 3 straight games with 30-plus shots. We've really stressed that here recently, and last weekend we had 30-plus both nights, and had a number of looks, and unfortunately didn't go in. But we talked to the guys prior to the game about sticking with it, and if we got 30-plus tonight, maybe we get 3 or 4, and then end up getting 4.
Jump up on the play a little bit more than the other defensemen. Is that experience? Is that why he does it a little bit more? Or?
I think Schilling, ever since I started coaching him as the assistant coach, has always had that mentality to jump. Probably from his college days. Quite frankly, he probably shouldn't jump as much as he does for a guy that's certainly along with our best shutdown pair. But he's got some good instincts, and it was a good read, and I thought a beautiful pass from Stevenson, I thought was very good again tonight.
Coach, Gallium had some good shots tonight, good chances, and of course the game-tying goals. He ready to go on another goal scoring?
Well, I hope so. He's certainly turned the corner and has done a great job here. Putting a number of games together, and I think he had some pretty good looks earlier in the game, and he's got a dynamic shot that has a chance to beat every goalie in the league. So it was nice to see his go in for sure, because we tend to get the offense going when he gets his goals for sure.
It's kind of head scratching a little bit. Try so hard for goals and to have so many chances. Get a pass from Stevenson goes right through a couple of guys, right on the stick.
Absolutely, and it is frustrating from a coaching perspective, because you think you're playing some pretty solid hockey, and we talked to the guys prior to the game again tonight about we do a lot of good things as a team. I talked to the Springfield coach after our game. He thought we were probably the best structured team he's played this year. Thought our puck movement was very good, so that's nice to hear from other coaches. And usually when you stick with things, good things will happen. And sometimes from a player perspective, they tend not to believe that, because it's not going in for them. But we do have a plan, and hopefully we just can build on that tonight. But I still think it's going to be a low-scoring type of team we're going to see the rest of the season, and we're going to need nights like this where we deserve to win and get that extra goal. I've said a number of times, I think if our team can get to 3 goals most nights, we got a great chance to win the hockey game.
Take us through the reasons for the O'Brien claim and what you guys think he's going to bring to the table here.
Well, his name came across. Doug spoke to me earlier in the week about potentially add him, and I really liked him when I was the assistant coach here. I thought he was a center that played with tremendous speed. He was great in the PK and just played a good 200-foot game. He's got National League experience. He's got a championship under his belt in Binghamton. We checked his character out, and everything was good. And the one thing about Hershey, we know we're going to try and do everything we can to win. And it was an opportunity to add a potential piece that can provide a good 200-foot type of game. So, I was for it, and he'll be here for Monday's practice.
You guys gonna you know where you're going to play him, center, wing?
Well, I talked to him today. There is some flexibility in his game in terms of he can play both spots, and he did. And I watched him play both spots as well in bingo. We'll just have to see how the lineup pans out. He's still probably a week to 10 days, maybe 2 weeks away. He hasn't played in 3 weeks. He had minor surgery there to get his tonsils out when he came home from Russia. So he's been, he's got to get his legs back under him. So I don't foresee him playing at all next week. But we'll certainly find a spot for him. We don't have that veteran problem right now.
But eventually push one over.
Absolutely, and we'll have to deal with that. It's Morrissey is probably another 2-3 weeks away. It's progressing, but certainly from a coaching perspective, not as fast as we would like. But he's in great shape right now. So when he does have the ability to shoot the puck and get going, he'll be fast to get in the lineup. But based on what I'm seeing today, he's going to be probably another couple of weeks. So and a lot can happen over a 5-7 game period with the veteran situation. So we'll just have to day by day, and we'll if we do have the extra vet once the time comes, we'll make it work.
A little heavy on the forward front again. Anybody going to go to South Carolina?
Well, potentially. We're down. We sent Herbert down today, so that brings us down to 15 forwards, and we'll just have to see here. We've got another 3 games here in the next 4 or 5 nights, and we'll try and get a couple of players in and keep the legs fresh. But there could be potential something next week as well when we get down, especially with O'Brien coming in. I think 14 is probably ideal, but 15 is manageable. Once you get over that 15 mark for me as a coach, I think it gets a little bit too much, and Doug's aware of that, and we'll certainly address that as the time comes.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
All right, head coach Troy Mann, obviously.